I agree with you there. One of my positives. It
And
wasn't
your
2 hours and
is your
40
headset
minutes like
volume
every
okay? Or
other
you want it lowered or higher? It looks all right. Very
That's
good.
good.
All right.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. Todd comes to us live today from Hayward at Big Lots. No, The Lot.
No, not big lots. It's the lot.
Just like Parker said the other day, like the Ohio State. It's
Yes,
the
like
Lot.
the Ohio State.
And we'll kick off the show in about 30 seconds.
Thank you. Here we go.
On location, it's the Todd Allbaugh Show. And now, pursuing truth wherever it may lead, here's your host, Todd Allbaugh.
We're all born to be free. We're all born to be great. We're all looking for the Hollywood sign and trying to find the interstate. We're all grown from the same old roots. We're all kicking in the same old boots. We're all stars and stripes and Friday night lights, living it up, falling in love tonight somewhere, sometime. Swing a little, drink a little, sun goes down. We're all saved by Jesus and our mama's prayers. We're all a little lost and found in sometime, somewhere.
Across Wisconsin on the Civic Media Radio Network and streaming worldwide on the Civic Media app. Good afternoon, everybody. Todd Allbaugh here reporting live from beautiful Hayward, Wisconsin on our Sometown Somewhere tour. And the town we find ourselves in, yes, we've been here during the winter for the Berkey. We're back during the summer in beautiful downtown Hayward at The Lot. So happy to be here with our colleagues and friends Jane Matnair and Greg Bach of Matnair on Air. They started this day from 9 to 11 with their great program at this very spot, and now we're picking up the broadcasting baton and taking it across the finish line until 4 o'clock. Hope you join us here on location. Going to be a great show, great guests, a little music along the way. Not going to want to miss it. Our producer and engineer, Mr. Aaron Zommers, as per usual, back at the world headquarters of Civic Media in downtown Madison on State Street. Mr. Zommers, how are you?
Doing well. It's pretty nice here in Madison, but it looks also very nice over there in Hayward.
Yeah, it looks cloudier than it is on the stream just because of the lighting here. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, if you want to see the visuals, check it out there today. And yeah, it's a little overcast, but man, it's perfect weather. I got the shorts on. I got a Green Bay Packer polo. I got the Packer classic hat on because at the end of the day, folks, as our friend Trygve Olsen likes to say, we're in Wisconsin. We're a lot less red hat and blue hat and a lot more green and gold hat. So that's what we're celebrating here today. Just being Wisconsinites up at the beautiful town of Hayward. Zommers, I got my Lefse chips I bought downtown, cinnamon and sweet. And yes, I went to the fudge shop down here and got some fudge. I'll bring some back for you. No nuts for you, by the way,
yes,
Zommers.
thank you.
So,
very important.
Absolutely. We'll be trying that. Big show today. Hour 2, our friends and colleagues, Jay Matnair and Greg Bach, going to join us to wrap up the tour. Also, Isaac. One of the guys, he goes to University of Wisconsin Superior. His summer job is running the concession stand and kind of the activities here at the lot. We're going to talk to him a little bit. Also, a What's Worse edition today for you, a fish edition. Crappies or bluegills? We'll ask you that all-important question in hour number 2. Also, Chris, I got to make sure I don't mess this up. Rockdashell?
Rockdashell.
Oh, see, Rockdoshel. All right. We'll introduce our guest in a minute. I've already messed up twice. Chris Rockdoshel, who's the executive director of the Chamber of Commerce here in Hayward, will talk to us about all the great events in the greater Hayward area. And Mark Lundeen of Muskie 101, one of our colleagues here on the music side, our sister station here in Hayward, is going to be joining us, talking a little bit about the powwow going on here in this part of the state, in addition to the World Lumberjack Championships. But Zombers, before we introduce our guests, I want to quickly get to this. Even though we're on the road, yes, folks, it's Free Ticket Friday for Milwaukee Brewers Tickets. Your chance to win 4 club-level seats. Let's go.
Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love. I'm a believer. I couldn't leave her if I tried.
That's right. It's time once again for Free Ticket Friday giveaway. Your chance to win 4 club-level seats for the Milwaukee Brewers game to be named later. Actually, we're going to name it right now. Here's the important thing. You must be able to go on the date I'm going to read. You cannot exchange them for a different date. So if you were able to go on Monday, July 28th, it is a 6:40 in the evening first pitch game against the dreaded Chicago Cubs. Brewers fighting it out in the Central Division of the National League. This is for a Monday game, July 28th at 6:40. Download the Civic Media app at your Apple or Android device. Open it up. The first 11 stations are the ones that this program airs on across the state. Open up one of those stations. In the lower right-hand corner, it says text. Click on that. And now I'm going to give you the word. Text in this word and you are eligible. The word for the Free Ticket Friday, the word is catch. It is time to catch a ball. The word is catch. C as in cat. A. T as in Todd. C. H. Catch. The word is catch. C-A-T-C-H. Text the word catch right now. You're eligible. You're eligible, James. Absolutely. Text the word catch right now. You have until 4 o'clock this afternoon. At the end of this program, the computer will randomly select a correct entry, and somebody at 4 o'clock is going to get tickets to go to that Brewers game on Monday, July 28th at 6:40 against the Chicago Cubs. Text the word catch. C-A-T-C-H right now on the Civic Media app. And again, make sure you spell it correctly because the computer will not recognize it if you don't. All right, with all that intro out of the way, it's time to turn to our first guest here on location in beautiful downtown Hayward. He is James Netz. He is the president of the BID board from Downtown Hayward BID, which stands, of course, for Business Improvement District. James, thanks for putting up with our big intro there. Welcome to the program.
It's okay. Thank you for having me.
Well, it's really, really a pleasure. I don't know if you ordered up this weather. If you did, thank you. But I love the winter, don't get me wrong, and the Birkebeiner is great. But wearing shorts and a Packer polo is a little bit more comfortable.
Absolutely. And it's always a beautiful day in downtown Hayward.
Right?
It always is.
As a great promoter would say. That's fantastic. James, first of all, before we get into the BID, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, and a little bit about your background.
I'll give you the short story.
Sure.
Born and raised in Milwaukee. It was Whitefish Bay. Did a big move from Milwaukee to Ironwood, Michigan. Lived up there, ran a family business for years, and then moved to the Twin Cities. And within a year, I said, okay, I still need my Northwoods, so we bought a place up here,
Nice.
Just north of Hayward in Cable, or near Cable, and been here in the Hayward area now for 25 years.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. And how did you own your own business, or how did you get involved in BID?
I own my own business. I have now 15 years over on 2nd Street over by West Dairy. I have a photography, video, and DJ company.
Wow.
In downtown. I have a gallery that we showcase all of our wildlife and landscape prints and fine art stuff.
Photography and DJ, I got to ask, because my dad was an educator and a wrestling coach for years, but his side hustle was DJing weddings and the like. Have you ever been a photographer and the DJ at the same wedding?
I do not. My background is technology, so audio-visual.
Yeah.
But we have staff that will do the DJ while we're doing either the photography or the video.
So same company though.
Same company.
Wow, that's amazing. Good for you.
Customers love it because it's kind of a one-stop shop, if you will.
Amazing. Well, that's really, really cool. So how did you first get involved with BID? Just kind of your business got involved and then you got on the board, or how'd that happen?
Well, it was, we formally established the BID in February of 2019, shortly before right about when the pandemic happened, which was great timing on our part, right? But shortly before that, we had a lot of changeover in downtown Hayward, and there was some concern in the community about some empty buildings and, what business is going to come into town and all that kind of thing. And we kind of heard that calling, if you will, and started looking into, what we can do as a community and help that out. So we started looking into doing the BID, and it's kind of, it's all history from there.
Well, it's really been, this is, going, I guess, a little over 2 years now that I've been coming up here for Civic to cover this. It's an amazing downtown. Jane, Matt, Aaron, Greg, and I, we went shopping. Don't worry, we supported the local economy. Jane's got some beautiful, actually, Paul, if you're listening, please. It's earrings, beautiful earrings, right, Jane? Yeah. They were on sale, she says. But it's just such a vibrant downtown. Everything to River and Rain, a great holistic shop that was sponsored for this. We thank them for that. One of our sponsors. We went over to the Humane Society thrift store, which was really well run and for a great cause.
Right.
I mean, you have everything. I guess what I'm trying to say, it's a very diverse shopping experience when you visit downtown Hayward.
Absolutely, and that's what we really like about our downtown right now is that diversity and uniqueness of the shops that we have. We've got Hayward Fly Fishing Company, so if you're looking into fly fishing, you've got a lot of art, clothing, bars, restaurants, and we've seen over probably the last 3-4 years, especially the growth and our businesses and new blood coming into town as well. And the expansions are going on. And right now, it's tough to find any building for sale. If they're for sale or hinting that they're going to be for sale, they don't even go on the market. They're sold before they go on the market.
So about 3 minutes before our first break, we'll finish it up on the other side of that. Well, let's get going on this a little bit. I spent a couple of terms on our local city council back in Richland Center, so I kind of get this, but it's been a few years. So refresh others that might not be aware at all. Tax Incremental Finance District is a TIF. This is a business improvement district, a BID. What's the difference and what are the benefits of a BID?
Well, the BID itself is a district, okay? So Geographically, yep, exactly. And then the businesses that are within that district get assessed on top of their regular tax to contribute to the BID. And the BID uses that money specifically just to market those businesses that are within that district. Now, we do have, the BID has become more and more popular, and we do have businesses that are outside of that district that are volunteers. So they're volunteering their funds to the BID for the greater good of downtown Hayward.
If they volunteer their monies there, are they part of that? Do they get to be part of the part that's marketed and promoted, or that's just
Absolutely.
For the good? Oh, it's how they can buy in, basically.
Buy in. Yep, exactly. They get the same benefits as a business that's within the district itself.
Is it too simplistic to say it's kind of a self-imposed tax, and then those that pay into that have this board, and then they get to decide how the monies are used?
Correct. Yep.
I think it's great. Because, I mean, it's saying, hey, we want to market ourselves. We're willing to put up a little bit of money, but we also get to say, unlike sometimes in straight line government where you pay in and other people get to tell you how to do it.
Right. It's the funds are, and we're actually an entity of the city of Hayward. So the city collects the funds, and then we are a public entity, obviously. Our board is 100% volunteer. We've got some great folks on the board itself, a lot of energy, a lot of entrepreneurial spirit, and how would I say, a lot of positivity about growing our downtown.
I'm just seeing it in a couple of years, and the attitude. I mean, something Jane and I were talking about as we were walking around. People are they're friendly here. They say hello before you do. We met someone, never met her before. She asked us about us. We asked about her, and she said, "Welcome to Hayward."
Right.
I mean, that's a spirit that I think has to be absolutely an asset for business.
Yep, absolutely. And I think that spirit is even growing. The feedback that we get from a lot of folks that are coming from, out of the area, obviously coming to downtown, we get tremendous positive feedback from the people that are visiting downtown.
We got to step away ourselves and do a little business, as we say back home. We're going to come back and speak more with James Netz of the downtown Hayward Bid District. After this, we're live on location in beautiful downtown Hayward across the Wisconsin network of Civic Media. Stay tuned.
Madison's Real News and Great Conversation, 92.7 WMDX.
It's a party on the patio at the Lazy Oaf Lounge, and you're invited every Tuesday at 5:30. It's just Merle and a girl, and Thursdays on the patio feature singer-songwriter Shelley Faith.
Well, hey, bartender, won't you pour me a...
Music starts at 5:30. It's live music on the patio at the Lazy Oaf Lounge every Tuesday and Thursday. The Lazy Oaf Lounge, 1617 North Stoughton Road in Madison. Find specials, menus, and more at lazyoaflounge.com.
The Dane County Humane Society offers programs for humans of all ages.
Oh, wow.
For kids, there's Camp Paw Print, Scout Workshops, After Dark, and the new Camp Wild Side. They also offer field trips, birthday parties, service days, and their new Paws and Pages reading program. Learn more at giveshelter.org/education.
People say, man, you got a voice for radio.
Uh-huh. You do have a very good voice. Yeah. People tell me I got a face for radio. No, that's fine. Board, right?
Yep.
Right, board. Yeah.
Board president.
Yep.
Thank you, Jane.
That's why I'm here.
Sugar River Pizza and the John and Gordy Show have both been nominated for Madison
Thank you, Jane.
Magazine's
We
Best
appreciate you.
Medicine. Thanks for your vote. To
What a
celebrate,
colleague,
we're throwing
see?
Sugar River Pizza parties at workplaces around Madison all summer. If your workplace would like a Best
I see Greg
Madison
over in the
pizza party
background
with
just
Sugar
chilling
River
in a
Pizza,
chair.
Yeah, Greg is, that's fantastic. On the stream, you can see the back of Greg's head. He's lounging in a chair. He's taking in the R. His show's over. Jane, however, continues to
For all the
work.
details.
My name is DeMar Hamlin. I play for the Buffalo Bills.
She's sweating.
CPR saved my life. I teamed up with the American Heart Association.
It's a good thing we didn't have this show on
30 seconds.
Was it Wednesday?
Thank you. Uh-huh.
Wow.
The weather,
Yeah.
Yeah.
to Park Falls from Oshkosh.
I would not have said it's always a beautiful day in Hayward on that day.
All right, here we go. Pursuing truth wherever it may lead and having fun doing it. Welcome back to the Todd Allbaugh Show on the Civic Media Radio Network. We are live on location in beautiful downtown Hayward, home of our great station, WBZH, the Buzz of the North on the talk side, and Muskie 101 on the music side. Some great country hits. Appreciate you being here. We're here along with our friends, our colleagues, Jane Matnair and Greg Bach of Matnair on Air. They had a great program this morning and handed us the broadcast baton to take home until 4 o'clock. Jane and Greg will be here to finish out our show. We'll reminisce, we'll pause and reflect on all that has been our tour around the state this year, this week. It's been great. Right now, though, at the by the way, I'm reminded they put a hot seat here, James. There's a buzzer on here. If I don't do the business part, I get zapped. So
glad it's under your chair, not mine.
sometimes I don't do it just to get zapped. Anyway, here's the free ticket Friday for your Brewer tickets. 4 tickets up for grabs for the beautiful club level seats. You go up there, it's air conditioned. There's a concourse. Jane Matnair will bring you popcorn. It's fantastic. No, not really. She will, but she'll be there occasionally. You'll see her occasionally. Here, in all seriousness, it's for a game on Monday, July 28th at 6:40 in the evening. You have to be able to go to that game on Monday, July 28th, and text the word CATCH, CATCH, catch. Text the word catch right now to the Civic Media app at 4 o'clock. The computer will draw someone to win those tickets. All right, right now at the desk here in Hayward, James Netz. He's the president of the bid board downtown Hayward, the Business Improvement District. James, I appreciate you being here so much. Tell us a little bit about the successes you've seen after you've started. How long has it been going
on? Since 2019. So
that's right. You told me
6 years.
6 years. So what tangible things have you gotten back from your bid members that say, hey, this happened because of this?
Well, and that's a great question, and I appreciate that. We have a lot of, how would I say, events that we do. Shamrock Shuffle in March in the spring. We're doing Sounds of Summer right now, where we have bands and local music playing on like the corners and of Main Street and some of the side streets as well. And then we just had our Summer Jam, which is our second year that we've done that. Nice. And I've got to tell you, it's a busy weekend and the 4th of July weekend, but man, we had the streets just packed. We heard feedback that a lot of stores had record numbers of folks here. It wasn't that beautiful of a day, but we kept people entertained with food and drink and kids' activities and music and that kind of thing. So tangibly, it's really hard to, put your finger on it. But, when I walk up and down the streets and I'm seeing all the new businesses and the expansions and the variety of businesses that are coming in and the attitude and the feedback that we're getting not only from the businesses but from the people that are coming to downtown is just, I think, is growing in positivity.
I got a resume, so I've had a couple of coffee shops, a small business owner of my own. In my opinion, and I'm interested to see what your members say, I know it's a tangible success when I look and see where my revenue spikes up.
Right.
And they're like, hey, if I got more sales, something's going good.
Right, exactly. And we are hearing really good things about increased sales, especially in the summer. I always use the phrase that, and maybe I shouldn't say this, but Hayward, we eat steak in the summer and make soup with the bones in the winter, right?
Right.
It's just kind of, it's a tourist town. Winter is winter, but our summers. I think most of the business owners in the summer, their eyes roll in the back of their head and they just go from Memorial Day to Labor Day and just hold their breath because there's so many great people coming to our downtown.
About 3 minutes left. You got the Berkey in the winter. That's, of course, the big night. The World Lumberjack Championships now coincides this weekend with the powwow in town.
Right.
But those are the big things, and they're important. But so much more goes on in Hayward those other 12 months of the year. Why should people come here? And more importantly, if people are listening to other parts of the state, why should they bring their business to Hayward?
That's a great question. I mean, are you talking about to spend money or make money?
Both.
Okay. Well, and right now, the buildings that we have in downtown Hayward are pretty full, so it's hard to come into town, but we have a lot of buildings that are satellite to Hayward. Hayward obviously has got all of the trails and lakes and fishing and, during the summer and all the winter activities that you can do in up here as well. And our downtown, as you had mentioned before, the positivity of our business owners saying hello with a smile, everybody that comes in. I think our customer service of our business is second to none. Businesses are second to none here. and that variety. I mean, I think you can go shopping, even in, Hayward's a fairly small town, but you can shop pretty much all day and see something that you're probably not going to see anywhere else than in Hayward.
Totally agree. I mean, I found that. I mean, Jane's shaking her head. Yes. I mean, just it's truly impressive town. I'm not just saying that because we have a radio station here. Like I travel all over, and it's a really great place.
There's a reason why people come back generation after generation after generation. There's a lot of history there of people coming to Hayward.
1 minute left, James. What have I not asked you want people to know?
Boy, I guess the best thing is if you want to find out more about the downtown Hayward bid, we have a website, which is downtownhaywardwi.com.
Okay.
We also have a great Facebook presence and Instagram. Give us a like on that. Hit us up on Instagram and keep following what we're doing here and the growth and all the activities that we're doing in downtown. We've got some cool stuff coming up. We've got you're going to be talking with Chris later on in the show. We've got Fall Fest coming up, and then we've also got the Schwamigan Mountain Race, bike race coming right down Main Street, which is another huge activity.
Yep.
And then the bid itself, we do what we call a sip and shop in the fall.
All right, well, we'll bring you back another time to talk about that. James Netz, president of the bid board here in downtown Hayward. Thank you so much. You're part of what makes Wisconsin great.
Thank you, and thanks for having me.
Our pleasure. Coming up next, why does my colleague Mark Lundeen always wear Hawaiian shirts? We'll tell you. Don't go anywhere. Pam Yonke and the Farm Report's next from Hayward.
Real news and great conversation. 92.7 WMDX. Local news, weather, and sports on air and streaming on the Civic Media app. This is the Civic Media Radio Network.
Well, it's his trademark. He says he wears them even to funerals. I think
You're
that's great.
every time you see him.
Yeah. It's a. See, I don't have something I'm known for like that. I wish I did.
I'm Pam Yonke with a quick update on what's happening in food and farming news on a Friday. County fairs give people an excellent opportunity to find out more about the young people that are exhibiting livestock, and also it gives them an excellent opportunity to purchase top quality livestock for the freezer. Andy Geis is the current president of the Wisconsin Association of Meat Processors. He's also an owner and operator of a meat processing service himself in Merrill. He says the benefits of buying animals at the county fair go beyond just the quality of the product that you take home.
These kids are, they learn so many life skills. So yeah, getting involved with your local 4-H and is a big part of all the communities. So I'd encourage people to reach out and check it out. Now the fair animals are a little bit higher priced, but the quality of the meat is the best of the best. You know where it comes from. You know that it was properly raised. We've done some studies too where if you went to the store and bought your roast, your hamburger, your steak, it's cheaper to buy a quarter or a half beef, cheaper and better quality.
Andy Geis, president of the Wisconsin Association of Meat Processors. He said, if you're thinking about investing in purchasing an animal at the county fair, think storage space. A typical upright freezer in your kitchen holds
rich and thick and chocolate.
Of meat. That's roughly what you get from a single fair pig.
Hey, Mark. I'm Aaron, Todd's producer back in Madison. Do you have any
Hello
song
there,
requests?
sir.
Mr. Aaron Zommers.
Any song requests?
Yeah, what do you want? What do you listen to, Mark? What do you want? An intro song, walk-up song. What do you
I don't know. Where's my headphones?
Right there. One up or down?
Up.
Yep, two.
Yep, he's a little quiet down.
All right. Yeah, he is just it's microphones and everything else, but give us got a minute here. What do you want?
To Clinton Farms
I don't know.
this year's farm technology
What's your favorite song when you play it on the air?
Anything from Jelly Roll. I like
Jelly Roll. All right, very good. Love that.
I don't know what songs offhand. When I started doing country station here, I know nothing about country music. It wasn't my genre.
Now?
When I was at the public radio station, it was folk and hillbilly music.
Yeah.
So I got to learn that. But
I love folk.
Yeah, I do too.
Actually, yeah.
Livestock auctions, just go to wifairs.com under the events tab. You'll see all the county fairs.
Whatever you want, Aaron.
This weekend, as well as
I'll
the
find
rest
something
of the summer. and each one of them has a schedule that you can cross-reference for when their youth livestock auctions are happening. That's a look at food news on a Friday. I'm Pam Yankee.
As Wisconsin is summer weekends being spent on the lake, this is the Civic Media
They ship
Radio
around
Network.
the world.
Assemblies? Yeah, wow. That looks, I can't
I'm
get
meteorologist
to
Brandon
indulge in that.
Shipping all over the
outside
place.
today, plenty of sunshine, highs in the upper 70s. Some showers and thunderstorms developing tonight, mainly after midnight. We'll have lows in the mid-60s. Still a chance of showers.
Where'd you get those Danishes from?
That's from the
no, not that. On the
the Danish. I'm sorry. That's from the O&H Kringle and Racine.
Oh, okay.
Because that Jane and Greg do their show out of the studios in Racine.
Oh, okay.
And so I did my
We don't
show
have
there.
any Kringles here that I know of.
Well, we gotta make a deal with O&H because they do ship them, right, Jane? They ship O&H. Don't they ship wholesale all over?
Wow.
Maybe WBZH could be the wholesale distributor for O&H in Hayward. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Stop in, see Mark, get a Kringle.
Your local Civic Media radio station and on the Civic Media
No, I
app.
can't do that. I'd eat them all the time.
I know, right?
100 pounds heavier. No.
Oftentimes you have only one set of viewers that will watch Fox News
All
or
right,
watch
I'll
CNN.
put that over there.
What
All right.
I really actually love and
Back in about 30 seconds.
all your
Thank
viewers
you.
is the fact
I wish I had a producer for my shows. It'd be so nice.
Aaron's great.
And I've been losing myself, I've been losing my mind. And I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay dry. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years clean. He said everybody here's felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak.
Welcome back to Hayward, Wisconsin. We are live on location. Todd Allbaugh here with the Todd Allbaugh Show. Well done, Mr. Zommers. That is off the playlist of our next guest. You can hear great music like that every morning at our sister station here in Hayward, Muskie 101, and now the voice of Muskie 101, Mr. Mark Lundeen at the desk. How you doing, Mark?
Yes, the famous Remarkable Morning Show is what I call it.
Say that again.
Remarkable Morning Show.
Remarkable Morning
See
Show.
my jacket here?
Look at-
Remarkable. Get it?
Remarkable. I
Yes,
get it.
yes.
Yes, I'm a little slow. The problem. So here's the deal. Before we get into the talking to Mark here, I went shopping earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Mark, in downtown Hayward. Went to the Scandinavian shop, got my Lefse cinnamon sweet chips.
Oh, yeah.
And then here went to Tremblay's sweet shop. And got us some dark chocolate sea salt fudge and also some peanut butter and chocolate fudge.
That's a dangerous store to go into.
It's a dangerous store, and I thought, well, I need someone to test this to tell me if it's any good.
Yeah.
And it was a hard job. It took a lot of arm twisting, but our colleague Jane Matnair said, I guess if somebody has to do it.
Yeah.
And so be here later on the show. Jane Matnair and Greg Bach will be here to tell us exactly how good the fudge is. I have a great suspicion it's fantastic.
Yeah. She was speechless.
She was speechless because she's eating fudge. Yeah, absolutely. By the way, we're right in the middle of Free Ticket Friday, everyone. If you want tickets to the Milwaukee Brewers game at AmFam Field for Monday, July 28th. This is a big game, folks. At 6:40 in the evening, first pitch against the dreaded evil Chicago Cubs. Big game as the Cubs and the Brewers trying to fight it out in the National League Central. You can be there and watch it in person on July 28th. Go to the Civic Media app on your Apple or Android device, and on the first 11 stations on the Civic Media app, click on it in the lower right-hand corner. It says text the word catch, CATCH. Make sure you exactly like that, because the computer, if it were up to Mark and Jane and I, we'd say, well, we know what they meant, and we'd give them the benefit of the doubt, right, Mark?
Yeah, right.
But the darn computer does not have any humility, any sort of humanity, and so it must be spelled correctly. The word is catch, CATCH. Text it right now at the end of this show. Somebody's going to win 4 tickets to that Brewers game on Monday, July 28th. All right, enough of business here,
all right.
Mr. Lundeen. As we say on the show, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, and how you got into radio.
Well, let's see. Let's start back in. I was born in. No, we won't go that far back. Hometown is Forest Lake, Minnesota. Grew up there for through my teen years, and then moved to Minneapolis, and lived in the Minneapolis suburbs for the past 50-some years, and that's where I came from. I got transplanted up here to Hayward about 12 years ago. I was good friends with I still am good friends with famous Dave Anderson. I met him about 25 years ago, and we did some video projects together, and then I would come up here on vacation out of Minneapolis just about every weekend because he had a cabin for me to stay in, and I went to the original Famous Dave's and did a lot of work with him there, and it was great. And so you asked me where these shirts came from.
You're known up here for wearing these wonderful floral Hawaiian shirts.
So make a story short, Dave and I were working on a water park in Gurnee, Illinois, and it was called Key Lime Cove.
Key Lime Cove, all right.
Yeah, so guess what the atmosphere was? It was tropical.
Right.
So the uniforms for all the workers there were tropical. We wanted to make sure that when people walked in that door, they felt like they were in the tropics.
Love it.
And it was a whole attitude thing. And I started adopting the shirts to that, and I thought, that's a good lifestyle to have.
Right.
Why not be on vacation all the time?
Right.
Now, it looks kind of funny when you stick out in the North Woods with a tropical shirt on, and even funnier when you're at the Berkey and you have a tropical shirt on.
That's right.
Or if I show up to someone's funeral, it's like, you have that's all I have, tropical shirts. I even had the newspaper do a story on me because it was like, this is really interesting. They didn't say weird. They just
They're
said
polite about it. They're polite, yeah. No, I mean,
that's been an attitude for me, and now it's a trademark, you know.
It reminds me a little bit, former Wisconsin Governor Lee Sherman Dreyfus started out as the chancellor at UW-Stevens Point, and he said, well, I want the students, wherever I go, to know who the chancellor is so if they got a problem, and so he started wearing that red vest on campus. And then when he decided to run for governor, he thought, well, it's kind of the same thing. They'll know who I am. And his red vest of Governor Dreyfus became his trademark, and I liken these tropical shirts to you. It's just your trademark.
Yeah. It is.
People know who you are. And I love the part about adopting that kind of laid-back island lifestyle.
Yeah. People say, well, you ever been to the tropics or Hawaii? I said, no. Yeah. But I'm there now.
Right.
It's all up here.
100%.
You know, and then I started accessorizing, so I got purple glasses to match with that. I have a purple shirt that my purple pens work with, and it's just...
I love it. We're talking with Mark Lundeen, the voice of Muskie 101 up here in the North Woods in beautiful Hayward, Wisconsin. We're on location here at The Lot. Tell you more about this beautiful. We're right across the street from our Muskie 101 BZH studios. You can see it there in the background.
Throw a rock at it.
Right. I've slept there before, Mark.
Oh, dear.
We came up here to do the Berkey. I slept on the...
that little futon?
Yeah, it sleeps pretty well, to be honest. Not bad at all.
I have taken a nap on it.
Have you? Yeah, it's pretty good. So I'm interested, Mark, in this connection you have with, again, folks, this is if you go to see Famous Dave's Ribs, this is the guy. And he happens to be is he full Native American heritage?
Yes, he is, yep.
So I think that's just so interesting because my understanding is while you're not Native American, you've become very involved in this community through your work in public radio and now with the powwow up here this weekend. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. My connection, again, my previous life, I was at a public radio station here that is owned by LCO. It's called WOJB.
The tribes up here.
Yeah, the tribes that's up here. And I got involved with them because they were looking for an engineer. I said, do you know any engineers around here? It's like, hello, I've been doing it for 40
Mark
years.
Says, no, I got regular ears. No, that's an old joke.
And I started freelance, contracting with them and fixing up some of their radio stuff. And then when COVID hit, we decided that we're going to take it all digital. So I went all digital with it Anyways, it's been a great 7-year run with them. And I've worked with a lot of natives in that community and got to know their culture, got to know their traditions, some of their ceremonies I participated in. And that helped me gain their respect. Mm-hmm. And so I've been invited to a lot of different things. I'm a member of their elder association.
Are you?
Which is, it's like, okay, I'm a white guy, but I'm so well accepted into that community.
It's a high honor.
Yeah,
for those who don't know, it's a very high honor.
For a lot of things. And just, be able to talk to tribal governing board members face to face. It's like talking to the president or, somebody in Congress because that's the level of that government. It's right there. So I've had a great chance to do that. Dave, again, is full Lakota native. His mom is from LCO. His father is from Oklahoma. And his mom and dad met when they were in Indian schools.
Wow.
She was taken away from home, and she was shipped down to Oklahoma, and that's where her and her husband met. And then they moved back up here when that got ended, and then Dave was up here. He was born here with his sister, and he's been a great he's actually was a tribal governing board member at one time. So
I just love this connection because one of the greatest parts about working in state government, from my former boss, Dale Schultz, he was a part of the member of the state tribal relations. Because to your point, for those that don't know, Native Americans have their own, we'll call it Indian country, but they have their own government because, they have presidents of these tribes. And so there's a committee for the tribes to work with the state legislature and on things that connect. And getting that, just those few years, getting to have some of these meetings on reservations around the state of Wisconsin, listening and hearing this story is so important to Wisconsin history. I know our colleague Robert Pilot of Native Roots Radio every night here at Civic Media. He does a great job. But talk, as you put it in your words, as a white guy, I'm a white guy, but what's kind of been the biggest eye opener, the thing that you're like, wow, if more Wisconsinites should know this that aren't Native?
I guess it's their traditions. The powwow is a great cultural experience for people to go to. It's open to the public. They would love to have non-natives come there because they want to be very educational about their community and their practices, their traditions. They want to pass this on because there's a lot of, like you said, misunderstandings about who Native Americans are. We grew up, well, I didn't grow up with black and whites, but the cowboys and Indians, and it's like, it's not like that.
Right.
They're very awesome people to work with and to live amongst. I'm not that far from the reservation where I live, but anyways, just being part of their community I've earned a lot of respect. Plus the history that isn't taught in our European history books about the Native Americans and how Europeans came into the country. It's a very sad story.
Yeah.
And it was wrong. But we're here now. What do we do with it? There's still that injury from I was mentioning the schools, the Native schools where people were forced, and that was 3 generations ago.
Yeah.
And now the 4th generation still hears the stories from their great-great-grandparents, grandparents, and it's still an injury, but we're slowly working on that and getting people to say, hey, how can we sit at the table and agree and not have these schisms amongst ourselves.
Yeah, well said. Talking with Mark Lundin of Muskie 101 here up in Hayward, Wisconsin. We're live on location at this beautiful, it's clouding up a little bit, but still the rain's holding off. I think it'll be fine. Jay Matt Greg Bach started us off this morning. They're going to join us later on in the show. One of the great parts about working for Civic, Mark, in my opinion, is we get to meet all these colleagues across the state.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is now with the Civic Media app, if people are listening and they're like, oh, geez, I'd like to listen to this guy, but I don't live in Hayward. The signal's not going to get that far. Just download yourself the free Civic Media app. Scroll down to the music stations, Muskie 101. What are they going to hear in the mornings, Mark, when they tune in?
They're going to hear some funny stuff, some crazy stuff. Again, I call it the Remarkable Morning Show. I just really talk a lot about weather and what's happening in the community. I do a lot of community announcements and keep people informed so they know what's going on during that day or later in the week or coming up in the weekend. And again, we have country music. I'm starting to get used to it. I never listened to country music before I started this job almost 4 months ago.
Wow.
And it's been quite a ride. It's been a fun experience, and I'm learning a lot about Civic Media and how they do radio versus a public radio station. It's a little more laid back and whatnot. But we had NPR supporting us, and that was nice too. But yeah, what am I thinking? Weekday mornings, 6 to 10 is when I'm on the air, and then we have Katie Cruz. She's awesome. Katie knows her country music. I'll tell you that. So.
No, it's absolutely great. 2 minutes left here.
Yep.
Having worked for NPR through the tribal station there, not to get deeply political, but what are your thoughts on these cuts going on out in Washington? Is that going to affect stations like this here in Wisconsin?
It could, but it could be 2 years down the road because most of the monies that have come from the Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which supplies money to these public stations, they're awarded 2 years out. So this year they're good. Next year they're probably going to be pretty good. But I'm questioning the following year, and it could be, with this clawback, they could claw back some of the funds from next year. And all of a sudden, the Corporation for Public Broadcasting is going to tell WOJB, sorry, we can't give you that because it's not there anymore. It got taken from them. So it's hard. It's especially for a small town Native American station. Although there is a lot of support for that station, it's going to be hard for them.
Well, people can always feel a little better by tuning into you every morning. I think it's great. Muskie 101 here in Hayward, Wisconsin. Mark Lundeen, the remarkable morning show.
With the emphasis on Mark.
Remarkable. You're fantastic. You're part of what makes Wisconsin great. Appreciate having you as a colleague as well.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Mark Lundeen. Thank you so very much. Come on back. Going to talk about food in the North Woods. Don't go anywhere. It's the Allbaugh Show on location from Hayward, Wisconsin on the Civic Media Radio Network. Amazing. Thank you so much.
News, weather, and sports on air and streaming on the
What do you think,
Civic
Jane?
Media app.
Thumbs up, thumbs up.
This is the Civic Media
Jane
Radio
loves the
Network.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals, and it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Gordy. How you doing?
Oh, Arthur, great. Great to see you. What are you doing in the studio?
Well, I need to talk to you about doing a commercial.
Oh, okay. Well, to get a commercial on the air here, you just go down to the sales department. It's right next to the bathroom.
I don't think you understand.
Oh, I
Everything sound
understand.
okay,
Plenty.
Zommers?
You salespepeople drink a lot of
Yep.
coffee. That's why the
All right,
bathroom's
very
right
good.
there.
That interview I sent you, that was like, 4.5 minutes long?
It is, yep, almost exactly.
All right, cool. Then we'll play that in this segment. We'll start off just by talking. I'll try the chips on the air, and then we'll do that interview.
Sounds good.
What?
Oh, wait, run that by me again.
Sales at
Yeah.
WMDX.
Yep, goes into here. Yep.
So we could put all that together and get it.
Oh, no, it's USB-C. Yep.
Arthur, my friend, I think we just did.
Advertise on WMDX Radio.
Yeah, this inside is really good. As I was saying to
I'm Dan Schaefer. Let's recombobulate. In a chaotic and somewhat discombobulating end to the process, Wisconsin lawmakers passed a state budget and Governor Tony Evers signed it into law at about 1:30 a.m. on July 3rd. What made this budget different from the others signed in this era of divided government is that Democratic votes were needed to pass the budget in the state Senate. Part of the reason that was made possible is because of new, fairer maps. Last November, Senate Democrats flipped 4 seats, shrinking the Republican majority to just an 18-15 margin. Now, candidates are already lining up to take this the rest of the way and flip the chamber. Democrat Jenna Jacobson, who currently serves in the Assembly, is now running for Senate, challenging Republican Howard Markline in the 17th district. If Democrats can flip that district and one more seat, they could control the state Senate for the first time in more than 15 years. That would be a big deal for state politics.
Thank you, Mark. Really appreciate you. Yep, take care now. Yep.
Area.
Found an injured, sick, or
We also have the downtown Hayward street cam, whenever you want to use that.
Oh, darn it. We should have done that. Darn it with Mark here.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
No,
Okay,
I'm
we got 30
sorry.
seconds.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, thank you. We'll use that. Wherever it may lead, and having fun doing it. Welcome back to the Todd Allbaugh Show, live on location from Hayward, Wisconsin, on the Civic Media Radio Network. It is 8 minutes before the hour of 3 o'clock, and hour number 2. It is a fishy edition Not a nutty edition, that was yesterday in Butternut. This is a fishy edition of the, what's worse, crappies or bluegills. I'm going to talk about that in hour number 2. We'll find out what your opinion is, crappie or bluegill. To eat, by the way, not to keep in a fish tank. Jane and Greg, Matt Nair and Greg Bach are going to be here, the wonderful Matt Nair and Air program, who have been our broadcast friends, companions, and colleagues all week long. We'll wrap up the tour the last half hour with them. Also, Chris Ruckdashel, the executive director of the Hayward Area Chamber of Commerce, is going to be here. And Isaac from The Lot is going to be on as well, talking about this great space. So that'll be a lot of fun. Quickly, here's ours. Jane's going to be on later to talk about the fudge. These are the Lefse chips. They're called cinnamon sweet. Let's see if they're actually made somewhere else. It's from Peterson, Minnesota. All right, that's fine. Let's see here. We'll try the chips.
Lefse.
What? Yeah, I
don't
love
think
Lefse.
I've ever had Lefse.
Really? Mmm. As Andy Griffith once said, good Lefse chip. So there you go.
Is that what he said?
Well, he said good cracker for Ritz, but we'll say so for Lefse. Hey, here's something. Jane and Greg and I and Darla, our great GM up here at Hayward and Park Falls, we were walking downtown for lunch, and one of the cool things, you have street performers occasionally, and we caught up with one of them here. Really great guy. 85 years old, has a great story. He played us a song. We threw him some cash as a guitar. We stopped by, interviewed him for a couple of minutes. Here's our interview from early this afternoon in downtown Hayward. We're here now with local musician Douglas Jerry, who we encountered in front of one of the great candy and fudge shops here in Hayward, Wisconsin. It is a beautiful day here in downtown Hayward. Douglas, thanks for taking time for us. Tell us just a little bit about yourself, where you grew up, and how you got to play music.
Well, yes, I grew up in Cumberland, Wisconsin, 50 miles south of here, on a farm, and I bought a guitar and I started playing when I was 13. And I played in many bands, and I met a guy from Menominee, Wisconsin, Arnie Olson. He was a good Swede, and he taught me how to play chords and stuff. And so I enjoy it. I'm 85 years old, and I live in Cumberland, and but I enjoy playing. I can't cut grass or mow lawn or shovel snow anymore. My legs are bad, so. But I do enjoy the music. I watch public television. I love to watch those kids on orchestras. They're so blame good and everything.
Well, Douglas, you sound amazing here. So tell us, have you played in bands before, or is it just solo, or what sort of playing have you done in your 85 years?
We have played in bands. My brother-in-law and I had a band from Rice Lake. We call ourselves the Aristocrats. And we played in Spooner for many, many weeks there at Jack's Riverside Inn, and we played there. And then a friend from Cumberland, Tavis Flinch, a way better guitar player than I was. We played at the club in Cumberland here just a couple of years ago. And that was fun, man.
That's just amazing. Well, Douglas, so you do this to get some extra money. You got your guitar case open here. Hopefully, folks put a couple of bills in your case.
Well, that's always good. I feel like I've accepted Jesus, and I feel that He wants me to do whatever I do it heartily. That's the important part, to do it heartily.
Yeah, whatever we do, right? Whatever we do in life, do it heartily. Well, Jerry, Douglas, I can't thank you enough. We're going to have you play us one, if you don't mind. We'll put a couple of bills in the jar on our way out here. So here from the streets of Hayward, Wisconsin, is Douglas Jerry on his guitar.
Okay.
Here we go. Hey, there we go. Douglas Jerry on the guitar in downtown Hayward. Douglas, thank you so very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Our pleasure. Have a wonderful day.
You too, no.
That was our interview a few moments ago, about an hour or so ago, with Douglas Jerry in downtown Hayward, Wisconsin. 85 years old, Zommers. And we invited him to come over and play here live on the set. And he said, I got diabetes. My legs aren't real good. My car's right there. And he called it his lifeline. He said, I think he was so nice about it. He said, I got to respectfully decline. And I said, what about if we record you here and I'll throw a couple of bucks in the jar? And we did that. And he was so kind to do it. Terry Barr.
That's awesome.
Says Mac from Max Think Radio says, I love this, Todd, on the street interview, Terry. Well, I learned it from Terry, an Emmy award-winning journalist, by the way. All right, come on back. Hour 2 is next.
This is 92.7 WMDX
All right,
Columbus,
here we go.
Madison's home for real news and great conversation. A civic media station.
ABC News, I'm Chuck Severson. President Trump at the White House signing a landmark bill regulating cryptocurrency to boost public confidence in it.
The Genius Act. They named it after me, and I want to thank you.
President Trump on social media denying there's evidence implicating him in the Jeffrey Epstein files. Angry MAGA supporters see a lack of transparency. Mr. Trump's ordered the Attorney General to get more Epstein material released, which is subject to court approval. Health insurance premiums on the way up as much as 75%.
We'll use that at the top of the show, but that's great.
Part of the blame goes to the expiration at the end of the year of enhanced.
I just figured it's something to look at during the
Yeah,
break.
absolutely. All right. In terms of your volume in your ears, do you want it higher or lower? Test you 1, 2.
I'd say it is good. No, I think it's good how it is, actually.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Zommers, sound okay on your end?
I could turn it up a touch. Also,
All
you
right,
might
tune
need
it
to
up,
redirect your camera. Right now, we can only see you.
Yeah, thank you. I gotta change that. All right, thank you.
For 92.7
Thank you, Jane.
WMDX News, I'm Savannah Tomei Olson. The former Madison City clerk who oversaw
So, Chris just said we're streaming right now still on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. So I always like to remind people we're not broadcasting, but people watching that can hear and see us. So we don't like any surprises.
Yep, you got it.
Sometimes people say, "Oh, I didn't know," So we
Yeah.
always try to make sure people know you're on quote unquote
so.
on camera. Yeah.
1 month after the election.
And what's your name?
It's Ruck Dashel, and yes, I need to spell that. It's RUCKD as in dog, ASCHEL.
And Chris was the first name?
Correct.
Chris, yep. Chris, CHRIS.
All right. And yeah,
And
I'll
Ruck
just read it back
Dashel
just
is
to make sure.
perfect. Yeah, believe me, I've heard everything, but it's phonetically just like it looks. It'd be Executive Director, Hayward Area Chamber of Commerce.
Excellent. Thank you.
And not properly reconciling
Thanks,
ballot
Jane.
numbers as part of the canvassing process. Commissioners reiterated their shock that no one outside the clerk's office was told about this error until a month later. Commissioner Don Millis.
Part of the reason why this has gotten the attention, and I guess the attention that we've given it.
Brett Waite, listening in Brown Deer via WAUK on the stream. Thanks a lot, Brett. We appreciate you listening.
It's disturbing.
However, the commission did not recommend bringing charges against Crystal Bell. The report also includes
The word of the hour, folks, is catch. And some wise guy decided to text the word throw. No, that's incorrect. You will not win the Brewers tickets with throw. It has to be catch.
to ensure this couldn't happen again, and says the commission is exceeding its authority, requiring Madison to go beyond the law to make these changes. I'm Savannah Tomei Wilson, 92.7 WMDX News.
For baseball tonight. Hi, I'm Mike Clemens with sports. The second half of the baseball season getting underway as the Brewers open a 3-game series on the road against the Dodgers. Quinn Priester from Milwaukee against the Dodgers' Tyler Glasnow. At the start of the season, manager Pat Murphy struggling to find starting pitchers. Now he's got Freddie Peralta, Brandon Woodruff, Jacob Mizorowski, Brewers catcher Eric Haas.
Yeah, I was joking with Murph about that, to where we were to start, or we're just looking for innings anywhere we could find
behind them. And we had a lot of young guys come up and throw some very meaningful and really good innings for us. And getting these guys back who we kind of planned to be in the clubhouse in the first place. They haven't broken stride. They've joined us, and they've done nothing but put up zeros for us. They're a big factor with why we're winning.
NBA Damian Lillard agreeing to a 3-year contract to return to Portland in a deal worth $42 million. He'll be joined by Drew Holiday, who the Bucks traded away 2 years ago to bring Lillard to Milwaukee. With sports, I'm Mike Clemens.
Connecting audiences, powering brands.
Jane, I think we're going to escape the rain. It's going to hold off.
I hope so.
So thanks, Chris, for doing all that for us.
Well, I
control
ordered
the,
that.
You control the weather over at the chamber.
We do. We
Has
actually
a direct
do.
line.
Little known fact, yes.
Lows in the mid-60s. Still a chance of showers or a thunderstorm on Saturday.
Yeah, we get to take credit for the nice days when they say Chamber of Commerce Day.
Right.
We just don't want to be blamed when it's not so nice.
We should tell everybody that it's Trump's tariffs. Everybody gets angry and mad, and they're against it. Well, it's because it's a dumb idea. Yes. My God, it has nothing to do with it.
Got about a minute till we're back on the air.
All right. Thank you, Aaron.
We're paying the higher prices.
Weekday mornings 6 until 8 on 92.7 WMDX and on the Civic Media app. Nightlight with Pete Schwaba.
I imagine we'll talk about Superman. It's the same thing I said about F1. It's a great video. The music is great. The action's great. The CGI is great. I don't feel like they had to really develop the characters. It was fine.
I thought they did a really good job of showing Superman's, humility.
I agree with you there. One of my positives, it wasn't 2 hours and 40 minutes.
30
like
seconds.
every other
Thank you.
On location, it's the Todd Allbaugh Show. And now, pursuing truth wherever it may lead, here's your host, Todd Allbaugh.
Across Wisconsin on the Civic Media Radio Network and streaming worldwide on the Civic Media app. Good afternoon, everybody. Live on location in beautiful Hayward, Wisconsin from The Lot. Todd Allbaugh, glad to be here in Hayward with you, along with our friends Jay Matnair and Greg Bach of Matnair on Air as we've been traveling our Some-to-Wear Some-Town tour. Today's town that we're in is beautiful Hayward, Wisconsin. Our engineer and producer, Mr. Aaron Zommers, back at the world headquarters of Civic Media in downtown Madison. Zommers, I'll bring you back some fudge if Jane and Greg and I don't eat it all. But we'll save you a little bit. We'll bring you back. And my understanding that that the fudge shop here, Tremblay's, all over the world. They can mail it. So we'll make sure you get some either way, Summers.
Okay, sounds good. Yeah, I won't blame you if you do eat it all because it's tasty, or I imagine it is.
It really is tasty. We'll be visiting with our colleagues and friends, Jane Matnair and Greg Bach, later on in this hour. Also, Isaac, one of the great workers at The Lot. He is currently going to the University of Wisconsin Superior. This is his home area. He works here during the summer. He'll tell us all about this great venue that we're in. You can play some cornhole, get some great food, some drink. So Isaac will be along. We're also going to do our What's Worse edition today, the fish edition, crappies or bluegills. We'll discuss the lighter side of things. But right now, joining us here at the desk in hour number 2, he is the executive director of the Hayward Area Chamber of Commerce, and it is Chris, Ruckdaschel here at the desk. And Chris, I'm sorry I murdered your name there, but welcome.
Yeah, no, I actually didn't murder it at all. No, it's just like it looks there. Thanks so much for having me, Todd. I'm glad that you chose Hayward as a part of the Anytown or Some-Town tour.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to double down, by the way, on the fudge.
Yeah.
You mentioned Tremblay's wonderful place on our main street, Hayward. We got another wonderful place where you can get
Tell me.
candies and fudge. It's
All
Lynn
right.
Marie's Candies. You've got
say it again?
Lynn Marie's Candies.
Lynn Marie's Candies.
Which
All right.
I highly, highly recommend.
Okay.
It's just a wonderful place. That's down there on that first block of Main Street. And, yeah, I think you'd enjoy what she has to offer as well if you're looking for those
Absolutely.
sweets.
We'll eat our way through Hayward. We're attempting that as we speak. I got to meet you earlier today along with Darla, our GM up here. She's great. She's been helping us put all this together. And Darla and Mark and Big G, they've really tried hard. I think they've done a great job in helping to integrate WBZH, our talk station up here, and also Muskie 101, our country station, into this community. I've been up here twice now for the Birkebeiner and seen it in the winter. This is my first time coming during the summer. It's just, each season has its own special thing, but boy, you got to be thrilled with this kind of a job.
Yeah, you know what? As you can imagine, Hayward tourism, we always say we're a tourism-driven economy, and that's what I love more than anything about my job. There's a lot of really cool aspects about being in a Chamber of Commerce here in Hayward, but one of them, and where we devote so much of our time and our resources, is towards marketing the area, because we benefit and we love our visitors, and we need our visitors. And that's all year long. We're sitting here at beautiful, summer day right here in the middle of July. We are as busy as can be. That's what we like to see, of course. But we're a year-round destination. That's very important to us, and we work hard to try to market the area year-round. Wintertime is a magical place. I always say summers are beautiful, but boy, our winters are magical up here.
Great word.
Our falls are pretty good too with the fall colors. So we're kind of blessed that way, and to be honest, it makes. Marketing is never easy per se, but I tell you what, we don't have to even think twice about is we don't have to manufacture things or reasons for people to come up here. We just need to expose people to them because Hayward kind of writes its own book that way. We've got so many different attractions, so many wonderful businesses. We're dotted with hundreds of lakes. Right in this immediate area, hundreds of miles of trail systems, whether it's ATV, biking, mountain biking. We're blessed with all that we have here. It's one of the reasons, because I'm personally not from here myself. I did not grow up here, but I was a visitor. I was a tourist for 20 years, and one day decided, gosh, you know what? If I can move, I always dreamed of following in my parents' footsteps and retiring in a place like this. One day decided, gosh, you know what? We only live once. If we can move that timetable up, would love to do that. And I was fortunate enough to be able to do that with our Chamber of Commerce and the opportunity there. So it's a come one, come all. I think we talk to parties of 10 people all the time, and chances are everybody is having fun in Hayward.
We're talking with Chris Ruckdaschel, Executive Director of Hayward Area Chamber of Commerce. Chris, tell us a little bit about yourself, where you did grow up, and then what you did before you became the Executive Director here at Hayward.
Yeah, you bet. I personally grew up in a small town, smaller than Hayward, in northeast Iowa, a town called Postville, and loved it, wouldn't change it for the world. Largely a rural farm community, actually. But my folks actually, the genesis of me being here is my folks decided to retire here after visiting. We first started coming up as a family on snowmobile trips in the wintertime. And, my dad in particular was driving the bus in terms of, gosh, Hayward would be a wonderful place to retire to. And my folks decided to do that. So our family's been visiting, for many, many years. And it's just what I had just mentioned, that eventually I got the idea of I'd like to retire here. And then that changed to I'd like to to move that timetable up if I could. So I grew up in a small town, Iowa, went to the University of Iowa. I'm actually a Hawkeye by trade, you could say. Most recently, before coming here, I was very fortunate. I worked for over 9 years at the National Collegiate Athletic Association, better known as the NCAA. In Indianapolis is where our headquarters were. Loved that job.
What was your role, if I may ask?
Yeah, the role there, I was an assistant director there that worked on a lot of different projects, including working with both females and minorities that we're looking to move into athletic director positions and help setting up. Essentially, it was a training program for them. lining up mentorships for them, helping move them up through the ranks in the world of intercollegiate athletics administration. That was one amongst, a number of things and projects and that kind of thing that really made it a unique place to be, I can tell you that, and loved working there. The only issue is, working at the NCAA, I couldn't live in Hayward, Wisconsin. Right. So that's where, as much as I hated to leave there, it was really about coming to a kind of a dream type situation. Yeah. Not only being able to move in our family to Hayward, Wisconsin, but, a Chamber of Commerce setting. I didn't actually have Chamber of Commerce experience before this role. I felt I had a lot of transferable skills that I'd gained from my previous career and work experience, and that I think's proven to help me out quite a bit. Yeah. One thing that was there from the beginning is a love for Hayward, and I think that helps in this kind of role because we get to tell our story every day to people. And I always think that, I never want to take for granted or become jaded about all that we have here in Hayward. And the cool thing is where I get to work every day in our Hayward Information Center, where our Chamber of Commerce offices are, we get a stream of people in every day that are excited to be here. They're on vacation. They're wanting to know the attractions, the restaurants, where do I eat, where are the fish fries, where are the trail systems, showing them maps of the area. So it's this constant reminder that, wow, I get to live in a place where people vacation. And that's actually a pretty cool feeling. I think as long as we pinch ourselves now and then, as long as we do that, we're going to be in good shape in not taking for granted everything we get to have.
It's a super cool thing. Let's get to promoting some of these events, Chris. In fact, off of our YouTube channel right now, we have Ardith watching us via YouTube. She says, is Hayward where the Lumberjack Log Rolling Contest is held? Well, Ardith, your question is timely indeed, because, Chris, not just is it held here, it's this weekend.
Yeah, man, she really teed that up.
Right?
That was perfect timing. Yeah, it's actually happening as we speak. I'm looking to head over there, in a little bit myself. But it's actually more than just log rolling.
Right.
It's the Lumberjack World Championships. Some may know it, and we like to say the Olympics of the Forest.
Right.
And there's competitions you're not going to tend to see, elsewhere very often. Literally guys and gals climbing to 60, 90-foot poles in the pole climb. There is the log rolling. There's the boom run. There's a lot of sawing that takes place, as you can imagine. A lot of unique competitions that you're really only going to find, this is the granddaddy. This is the Lumberjack World Championships at our famed Hayward Lumberjack Bowl, right out, right here in town.
Are there tickets available? People are listening across the state. They want to come up to Hayward. Might find it tough to get a hotel room. Might have to stay in Park Falls, but they can still attend this weekend.
Yeah,
right?
You should still be able to attend. Where you do want to go is the website. Just Google Lumberjack World Championships, lumberjackworldchampionships.com specifically. But if you just Google Lumberjack World Championships, you'll find both schedules, you'll find information about the unique competitions that take place, and then also how to purchase tickets.
Wow. And if people can't make it here, this is big time. ESPN, right, in town, and they got this on ESPN part-time.
Yeah. That's kind of where the Lumberjack World Championships, I think from the early beginnings, because we're in the 60-plus year of the Lumberjack World Championships going on here. So this wasn't just invented yesterday.
Right.
And really from the fairly early beginnings, a lot of the bigger media outlets took note that this is worthy of broadcasting, including ESPN. Mm-hmm. So that's been pretty darn cool to have that kind of coverage. It's been good for the championships. It's been good for Hayward as well.
Oh, yeah.
One of the monikers we do use is we're, Hayward, Wisconsin is, we're the land of world-class events. Because actually Lumberjack World Championships is just one of them for that matter.
Yeah.
Which, lo and behold, actually as we speak too, in this same weekend, we've got the Lacouture Honor the Earth powwow going on as well. That's all through the weekend. So it's a pretty good chance for folks that are in the area this weekend to take in a couple of really unique and really cool items. You can certainly call our information center. Or visit our website, haywardareachamber.com can help you. You said it earlier, Todd. Lodging can be scarce on a weekend like this. There still can be last-minute cancellations and things like that. So I wouldn't tell people to give up or, our surrounding
It's a beautiful
communities.
drive from Park Falls, by the way. Now, certainly come to Hayward first, but if you can't, there are other places and it's not a big drive. Look, traffic ain't real tough up here, even this time of year.
Yeah, it's it can be tough from a relative standpoint, but no, and someone that has lived in a larger urban area, you know what? I'll take our traffic any day.
Exactly.
We can get around. I'm constantly reminded when I go to a bigger city of, okay, this is one of the reasons I love Hayward is when I get in a traffic jam. So, no, we handle it pretty well.
About a minute left. What have I not asked you want people to know?
Anybody out there, if you have not visited Hayward, I really would highly encourage you to give it a try at any given point in the year. We're always very confident if we can get people to Hayward, they're going to be back because our numbers tend to bear that out. That I was telling you maybe off, or earlier too, that you can get a party of 10 who inevitably will have different interests. But they're probably all going to have a really good time in Hayward.
Yeah,
that's how
100%.
How things tend to work. Whether you're an outdoors person, whether you like the shopping, we have such a quaint downtown, really a historic Main Street here in Hayward. That this is such a cool place that we're at right now. The lot, which Ariana and Al Johnson have turned literally a parking lot into a park.
Yeah.
So many cool events here. We've got a summer music series that's put on by our Downtown Business Improvement District. We have a very robust calendar of events on our website. If you go to haywardareachamber.com, you're going to find activities every day of the week, and
there you
plenty
go.
of them.
He's a pro's pro, Chris Rockdashel, and the executive director of the Hayward Area Chamber of Commerce. Thank you, Chris, very much. We appreciate you. Thanks for letting us be here.
Thank you so much, Todd.
We appreciate it. Come on back. We'll learn more about the lot from Isaac on the other side. We're live in Hayward on the Civic Media Radio Network. That was amazing.
Awesome.
Thank you. I know you're a busy day, and thanks for taking the time. Well, yeah. Yeah. Just one more opportunity.
You're planning to be here until what, like 5 o'clock?
4. We're 4. Yeah, we'll break down then. It's live music. We'll see it back at Lee's Northern
Tuesday and Thursday. Lazio Lounge, 1617 North Stoughton Road. Specials, menus, and more at LazioLounge.com.
Gordy, I gotta admit, these hearing aid providers hearing aid center changed my life.
John, I thought I needed
So I
subtitles
guys
to
go
talk to my grandkids.
receive,
These
drop
aren't
them off,
those old
and then
giant
back
clunkers
up
we
to
saw in the old days. It's got Bluetooth, it's rechargeable, it works.
Yeah, my phone connects straight to my ears. I'm basically a cyborg.
You said this is the second time to get the Berkey. You've seen it. You've seen it now. It's splendid.
And you should too. 608-249-4077. 608-249-4077. Tell them John and Gordy sent you.
Thank you,
Chance
Chris.
Design
Appreciate
Building
it.
provide remodeling done well with love. Our commitments extend beyond the workplace and your home to support our community. We judge people by the content of their character, not by the color of their skin. We believe all humans deserve an
All right, have a seat right there, sir. And you can put the headset on. And, I might have to do a little adjusting there. All right, very good. Awesome. And say your name and where you're from.
All right. So,
full name?
My name is Isaac Hansen. I'm from right here in Hayward, Wisconsin.
Fantastic. Zommers, does that sound okay to you?
Sounds good.
Can you either move the mic a little bit closer or turn them up a little bit?
Just move. Yeah, there you go. Exactly. I'll turn the volume up. All right, say one more time, please.
Perfect. My name is Isaac Hansen. I'm from right here in Hayward, Wisconsin.
Sound okay, Aaron?
That should be good.
All right, that's my producer, Aaron Zommer, is back in Madison.
Ah, nice.
So 25 seconds till we are back on the air.
Thanks, Greg. Isaac Hansen.
With an S-O-N?
O-N, yep.
All right, here we go.
In the dark, lying on our backs and counting the stars where the cool grass grows.
Allbaugh Show, live on location in beautiful Hayward, Wisconsin, across the state on the Civic Media Radio Network. It is a beautiful day to go fishing. A little overcast, but sometimes the fish bite better when it's overcast. Welcome in, everybody. We're going to be doing a What's Worse, the crappie bluegill edition, in just a little while. So stay tuned for that. But right now, at the desk, we are pleased to welcome someone we just met a while ago. He works here at The Lot. It's not just a lot, as we were talking earlier with Chris Ruckdaschel, the executive director of the chamber. This was, in fact, when I came up here the last couple of times in the winter, I parked my truck about where the picnic tables are behind us here because it was a lot. Now it's The Lot. And joining us to talk about it is Isaac Hansen, one of the great employees here that runs this during the summer. Isaac, welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
I'm great.
That's great. Tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and your job here at The Lot.
Yeah, so I'm from right here in Hayward, Wisconsin. I work here in the summer. I just started Memorial Day weekend, and
Nice.
I love it. And the owners are great, and they were generous enough to hire me, and I've been enjoying it every day.
That's awesome. And so when you're not working here during the summer on The Lot, my understanding is you're a student at the University of Wisconsin Superior.
I am, yes. I'm studying music education and with a minor in coaching.
Oh, really?
I'm also on the track and field team up there. So
Wow.
yeah.
Good for you. Well, I went to school at Platteville, and so I was on the broadcast team, the student broadcast team. And whenever we play Superior in basketball, that
Yeah.
was a long haul from
Yeah,
Platteville.
that's a far away.
But it's a great campus. I spent some time, several visits for sports activities up
Yeah.
there. It's a great place. And, of course, one of the most well-known alumni in the world.
Yes.
Who?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's right. Arnold Schwarzenegger is a grad of University of Wisconsin Superior. How cool is that?
It's cool. We have pictures of him
Do you really?
around campus and some of the buildings. It's really funny.
Have you ever done like a bar bet or something where your friends, like, you know who the most famous alumni of my school is?
Yeah.
Ever bet anybody on that?
I haven't. I should. I'd
You
probably
really?
win some money.
I would think so. What year are you?
We going into my 4th year.
Wow, good for you.
Almost done.
Almost done. What do you want to do after that then?
Yeah, I don't really have a preference where, but I'm gonna look around and find a place to teach. Probably like middle school, high school band, and then also get in on coaching track and field.
That's amazing. One of my best teachers in high school is Lauren Jensen. She marched for Mike LeCrone at University of Wisconsin-Madison. She was the first woman to be a snare drummer for LeCrone, and she was a great band teacher. So I have a special place in my heart for band and choir teachers.
Thank you. That's amazing.
Yeah, you're doing a great job there. So talk a little bit about The Lot. This is the first year for this. Is this correct?
Actually, we've it's been open a little over a year.
Oh, really?
Now,
Okay.
so yeah, we host all sorts of events weekly and all throughout the summer. We do open mic, trivia nights, cribbage tournaments, bag tournaments, live music almost every weekend. We rotate different fairly local food trucks for anybody to stop by and grab a bite to eat, and then of course there's The Lot, and we have a nice selection of soda and caffeinated beverages, alcoholic beverages, beer and wine, and then some snacks and treats to munch on.
I know Jane and Greg were there earlier. I think they got some kind of a slushie or something like that.
That was actually the food truck here today.
Sorry. Well, it was a food truck. All right, but they had great. But you host food trucks here at The Lot.
We do, yes.
Yeah. Well, they thought that was great. This is a beautiful stage, by the way, and it's a great spot. So you have musical acts and things like that come here.
Yeah. Yep. And the stage was actually just built this spring, so it's like brand new. And yeah, so we have live music and open mics for anybody who wishes to come and.
Well, it's super. You got great plantings around here.
Yeah.
Flowers, the landscaping. You've got tables. You've got, as you said, you got cornhole bags here. All kinds of great things. At picnic tables. So it's a place for families to come. You can bring the kids, grandparents, whoever. They can all just kind of. It's a great gathering place.
Yeah, that was the whole goal of the place. From Ariana and Al Johnson. They're the owners of this establishment, and they also have a few more places on Main Street, actually. They've Rugged Roots just opened like a few weeks ago. Brand new store on Main Street. Sweetgrass and Sage, and then restyled as well.
Wow.
So,
They're busy folks.
They're busy, yeah.
No wonder they're going to have a guy like you run this place, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it open? Is the store open 7 days a week then, or 5 days a week?
5 days a week, Tuesday through Saturday.
Oh, nice.
11 to around 6, 7, depending on the events that we have. So.
Well, it's just a great gathering spot here in Hayward, and they got great friendly employees like you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You come by and say hi to Isaac. He's a chill guy to hang out with and enjoy. Do you ever bring you're a percussionist? You ever bring a snare or anything and just do a little song or anything?
I probably should.
Right? In your spare time?
My professors would be laughing if I said that I did.
You can put up a jar, right? Little
yeah, exactly.
Right? Yeah.
Wait a second. Did you say in his spare time, or did you say in his snare time?
Yes. Well, see, Zommer's the jokester down there in Madison. Nicely done, Zommers. Minute left here. Isaac, anything I have not asked you yet? Do you want to talk about the lot?
I think we pretty much covered it. I mean, yeah, we got all sorts of games and
outdoor stuff.
Nice spot to just hang out and take a break from busy day walking down Main Street and touring Hayward.
You can literally, if your day is too stressful, you can literally come touch grass.
Literally, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Beautiful landscaping to do it.
It's beautiful. Well, Isaac, I can't thank you enough for taking time out of your day to come here and talk. Best of luck on your studies at University of Wisconsin Superior, and thanks for being an educator and a coach. You're part of what makes Wisconsin great.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure. Isaac Hansen, everybody, of The Lot. Check it out when you're in Hayward. Come on back. We'll talk crappies, bluegills, and food with Greg and Jane after this. Don't go anywhere. We're live in Hayward on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Madison's real news and great conversation. 92.7 WMDX.
Really appreciate that.
Reach, engage, grow with Civic Media. Log on civicmedia.us/advertise.
State of Nebraska today spoke up and locked out making lab-grown meat within their borders. Quick wrap up on what's happening in agribusiness news on Friday afternoon. Nebraska's unicameral legislature passed a bill banning the production, sale, or advertisement of
Thank you guys for taking photos.
within the state.
Move the camera just a little bit.
Production agriculture needs to defend itself.
We've had enough of these fringe groups. We've had enough of PETAs. We've had enough of the Humane Society, Trojan horse faking people. We've had enough of these people making stuff that they're calling meat. That's the first problem of all. I've dubbed it bioreactor meat. Whatever they are, calling it, it's not meat. It's crap. Call it whatever it is. But the only way it can be meat is if it comes off of a four-legged animal. Agriculture is not agriculture unless it is germinated on the ground or raised on the ground. If it comes out of a lab, it ain't anything close to being called that.
Strong words from Nebraska Governor Jim Pillen. He signed the bill into place that bans the production, sale, or advertisement of lab-grown meat.
Are you trying to remove my bag?
Take a quick look at
try a little. Yes, please.
You're invited to Clinton Farms in Bear Creek for this year's Farm Technology Day, Generations of Progress. This year's event features the chance to explore cutting-edge equipment, innovative techniques, and taking a glimpse into the next generation of agriculture. There's also a rotary parlor, seminars, and of course, field demos of all kinds. Mark your calendars for August 5th through the 7th and bring the whole family to this year's event. For more information and show details, visit wifarmparkdays.org.
Food insecurity is a growing problem in America.
Any song requests?
7 million people.
Jane, Greg, song requests. What do you want Zombers to play you in?
One of every 5 children.
What do you feel like?
Find a song about fudge.
Oh God, that could be misinterpreted.
Could be.
Insecure counties are rural. The National Association of Farm Broadcasting.
We are testing 1 2.
Testing 1 2. Songs about fudge.
Jane.
Check 999.
Well, there you go.
Is that a niner right here? You calling from a walkie-talkie?
6R19er.
$1.94 1/4. Well, double A butter dropped a penny and 3/4.
Oh, my Amazon package. Oh, it's nice and sunny down in Kenosha.
Oh, it looks nice.
Yeah.
The Midwest Farm Report's
Dun,
highlighting
dun, dun,
all the
dun, dun, dun.
Century and Sesquicentennial farms that will be
Photograph.
of Wisconsin State Fair. If
Def
you're one of
Leppard.
those families that's going to be recognized, reach out to us with your story. We'd love to share. You can email us farm at
It's CQM, right? It's the call letters at Park Falls.
CQM, yep.
Call us, text us, toll free, 877-301-FARM. Have a great weekend. I'm Pam Yankee.
Come work with us. Civic Media has a number of great jobs across the state. Open now at civicmedia.us/careers.
I'm meteorologist Mace Michaels. Mostly cloudy tonight, a few showers and thunderstorms. Warm and muggy, lows in the mid-60s. Mostly cloudy for tomorrow, a few showers and thunderstorms around. A high in the low 80s. Sun's back and around 80 degrees Sunday. Right now,
Don't forget
it's
to give out the
76.
word again.
Thank you for the reminder. Appreciate that.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially
Half
if you're
hour
in
again.
a
Half hour. Here we go.
family of current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking. Now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Nightlight with
Oh,
Beach
Zommers, when you have a
Mama.
chance,
Milwaukee
can you
film
put
critic, Mr.
Jane and Greg on the tie-in,
I know
please?
you saw this. I saw 28
Sure.
years later
Thank you.
as
They
well.
have
I
to
really
be
liked
right away,
it.
but
My
just we
wife
start.
loved it. And we're not really horror people, but just something that grabbed. It's just great storytelling.
It is simultaneously
Oh,
what
30
you would
seconds.
want from a zombie
Thank you.
movie.
Welcome back to the Todd Allbaugh Show, live on location from beautiful Hayward, Wisconsin. Our Somewhere, Sometown tour is about to conclude, and here at the desk with us live at The Lot in downtown Hayward, our friends, our colleagues, the co-hosts of Matt Nair on air every morning from 9 until 11, Jane Matt Nair and Greg Bach. Guys, we almost got it done.
We're almost there. It has been a wonderful 3 days.
Yeah.
Honestly, it has.
Yeah.
We've seen so much. We've met so many lovely, lovely people. Did a little shopping. Everything was on sale, honey. I swear. Everything I bought was like 80% off. It's incredible.
It's been a lot of fun, but let's do a little ticket giveaway here. I know you guys have a word on your show. We
did.
Got a word here. I think Maggie Dawn's going to have a word. So you have until 4 o'clock now to enter in. And I'm very, very nervous because whenever Jane is here, our texts go down. But that's because let's just face it. Let's just face it. Even one of my best friends, Troy Everson from Burlington, says, Jane is a legend. All right? You can't compete with a legend, but we'll try. If you want to win some Brewers tickets, they are club level seats. You know, and this is very important. Luke Mathers, our great operations director, he keeps these tickets under his desk in a mayonnaise jar under a Funkin' Waggles porch. And then he takes them out, he puts them in a leather satchel, which he rubs with synthetic mink oil. He has given us 4 tickets, and this is for a very specific game. Monday, July 28th at 6:40 against the dreaded evil Chicago Cubs. Cubs and the Brewers in a tight race for the NL Central. You have to be able to go to this game for Monday, July 28th. If you can, text the word CATCH, C-A-T-C-H, CATCH, to the Civic Media app right now. You have until 4 o'clock. CATCH, C-A-T-C-H. Jane, you're probably going to make our text go up just by being here.
I hope so. And text the word CATCH, C-A-T-C-H. We really do love to see I love watching the texts come in when we do it on our show.
Yeah.
Just to see where everybody is listening.
I mean, that's where kind of like our introduction to Butternut came was the text lines. People just texting in for whether the contest or just texting the shows, and we're like, there's a Butternut, Wisconsin.
Right.
And lo and behold, months later, here we visited, staying in Butternut, visiting people and getting to know them. It's just been a wonderful, wonderful time.
Yeah, it really has been.
has.
Well, so much fun. We're going to talk more about the trip at large. But first of all, we should do this first of all, because at home in Madison, we have the I call it the Sam Davison Street Cam, because one of our great producers, Sam Davison, who isn't too far away from here. He after he left Civic, he was an Eagle Scout.
Yeah.
And now he's still very involved in Boy Scouts. I think Zommer's also an Eagle Scout. Isn't the camp up in Rhinelander not too far from here, right?
Is that the one he's at, Camp Tasomas?
I think it is.
Oh, that's cool.
But anyway, Sam was the first one to create the street cam back home on State Street.
Yeah.
And here now, courtesy of our very own Mark Lundeen on Muskie 101, we have the Hayward street cam. Look at that. Little street music. Very good.
Nice,
you can
nice.
see, actually, if you want to know the truth, the streets in Hayward right now during the Lumberjack Championship and the powwow are busier than State Street usually is in downtown Madison. And it looks like people are great there. And if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, the camera's a little tilted, a little slanted, a little cockeyed, but still, it's a beautiful shot.
It's artistic. It's it's a different viewpoint of the world.
We were telling Ola and Lita jokes yesterday on Jane and Greg's show, and it reminds me of the punchline to a great Ola and Lita joke my grandpa used to tell. Speaking of cameras that are kind of at an angle like that, he'd say something like, well, it's you don't want to be like the cockeyed seamstress. She couldn't menstruate.
Oh. Ba-dum-bum.
I was made to feel yesterday so bad that I've never heard of Ola and Lena jokes, and so far, they're not holding up.
As a professional comedian, Greg is not impressed.
And high standards.
With Ola and Lena. I know. All right.
We actually have Ollie in the Northwoods on the line has one of those if you want to.
Ollie in the North Woods is on the line. This is fantastic. 855-752-4842. Ollie, we're not very far away from you. This is fantastic. What do you got for us?
Well, I was going to call you yesterday, but my phone was out, so I couldn't, and it was killing me. I have a Ollie and Lena joke to tell you.
Go ahead.
Let's hear it.
It says, so Ollie was coming to the end of his days. Friends and family came to his bedside to say goodbye, and the pastor even gave him the Lutheran last rites. After everyone left, Ollie, alone in his bed, he smelled the most delicious thing, fresh baked bars. They smelled so good that Ollie roused a bit, got out of his bed, and actually shuffled his way to the kitchen, where he saw the platter of bars piled high. Just as he reached out for his feeble hand for a bar, Lena slapped his wrist and said, Ollie, those are for the funeral.
That's an Ollie and Lena joke.
That is very funny.
That is an Ollie and Lena joke.
That is funny.
Maybe the Ollie and Lena joke, the source counts.
Yes. I felt like yours yesterday you told was basically a dad joke, like the way the punchline went, which was just really just a pun, like a good or a play on words. Whereas this one was it was like misdirection and there was a story. And
Well
like,
done, Ollie.
Nicely done, Ollie.
Well done, Ollie.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you listening.
They're having a good time. And don't forget to look at Lynn Marie's. They've got real good candy there. And also excellent turtles.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
We got some time yet.
Nicely done,
We
Ollie.
got some shopping time yet.
Thank you very much, Ollie, for calling. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
That's been one of the great things, too, are all the recommendations.
Oh, it's been great.
Food, shopping, just places to go hang out, relax. It's all been wonderful while we've been in this area the past couple days.
Yeah, thanks for everybody sending those tips in. We got a lot of tips off the text line.
100%. Ollie, thank you so much. All right. It is now 42 minutes past the hour of 3 o'clock. Time once again for What's Worse. Let's go.
Oh, boy.
Then, of course, the choice is yours. You can get with this or you can get with that.
Time once again, for what's worse, no prize money involved, nothing to give away, but it is your chance to have your voice heard across all of Wisconsin on all 11 news, talk, and sports stations in the Civic Media Radio Network. No better place to advertise. Get your message out. You can call our great salespeople like Big G here in the North Woods. Check us out at civicmedia.us and then go to advertise or whatever I'm not sure.
Well,
You'll
figure it out.
You'll figure it out.
Just click around.
You can't do everything.
Or just call up to WCQM and ask for Big G. Everybody knows about
Everybody knows Big
There
G.
you go. There you
All
go.
right, as Mike Lucas is fond of saying, timely indeed. We're in the North Woods. By the way, shout out to Lena's.
Oh, Lena's Resort, yeah.
Yes.
Lena's Northern Pines Resort.
Oh, my
It's
gosh.
fantastic.
The cabin's lovely. The lake is lovely. We went on a pontoon boat ride yesterday. We ate dinner. We just had a lovely time. I mean, because, we've been on the radio and we've been traveling around having a really good time. But at the end of the day, we get tired. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of running around. And yesterday and tonight's going to be the same. It's just get back, sit in front of the lake, relax, and you can do all that if you head over to Lena's Resort and tell them we sent you.
And we'll put a link in everybody's show notes.
Yeah.
You'll be able to find all this stuff, too.
Lena's Northern Pines.
Yes.
Check it out when you're up here in the North Woods. And you can fish, as it turns out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, today is what's worse. What's worse, crappies or bluegills?
Oh.
Crappie or bluegill? What's worse? 855-752-4842. 855-752-4842. You can also text us on the aforementioned Civic Media app. What's worse, crappies or bluegills? Now, are either one of you fisher people?
I am not a fisher person. So if I'm just going to go off the...
Or what do you like to eat?
I think I would probably go with a bluegill.
All right.
The bluegill.
A bluegill?
Yeah.
Jane?
See, I guess I'm not sure what the parameters are on.
Well, I mean,
Wow, just can't answer yes or no, can we? Just
bluegills are prettier.
I'll go with the bluegill.
that was it. That's all it took, everybody.
He's better looking. I feel more of a draw to the bluegill photo.
Crappies are kind of the albino of the bluegill world. They're a very pale fish.
I don't hang out with uggo fish. That's just how it is for me. Sorry.
Tony, watching on Facebook, Tony chiming in saying bluegills are worse. Catching them is harder.
Okay.
Clearly a fisherman. Catching them is harder. They put up a tougher fight. They usually swallow the hook. True.
Oh, that's a pain.
Trying to remove the hook usually results in a bloody mess. True.
Not good.
This almost never happens when catching a crappie. Plus, crappies are easier to scale. Now, there's an answer from a true fisherman. We appreciate it, Tony. Thank you very much for calling in. Now, I don't fish as much as I used to.
But you did, though, when you grew
My
up.
maternal grandmother was a huge fisherwoman, and she would probably say that she liked bluegills better for all the reasons that Tony listed, because she liked the fight.
Challenge,
Yeah,
yes.
she liked the fight, but yeah, they usually do swallow the hook. I'll agree with that.
And again, I haven't fished often, but that is something that really stands out to me. And it was like, oh, I know I'm going to eat you, but now I did that to you. That's worse.
Jane says simply the fight is worse. Simply the fight.
I'm going to ingest you later, but I'm sorry I hurt
don't
you.
think about that. Yeah, I'm sorry about the hook, though. That was bad.
855-752-4842. Jack from Merrimack is on the line. Jack, crappies or bluegills, what's worse?
Well, they're both excellent eating fish, but I put bluegills right up there with pretty close to walleye in terms of good eating fish.
All right.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say either one is worse, but I would say that bluegills are better.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough.
Thanks, Jack.
Good to hear from you, Jack. I haven't heard Jack's wonderful voice in so long.
Yeah, getting her done there in Merrimack. Appreciate you, Jack. That's true, because you find, especially up here at a lodge, you'll find bluegill feed tonight or a bluegill sandwich. You don't often on the menu a crappie sandwich.
And is it because of the word?
Because it could be interpreted as a crappie sandwich.
Well, exactly. It's like, on one hand, it's truth in advertising, right? On the other, it could be misconstrued.
Yeah, you don't want that.
No.
So, yeah. All right. Thanks, Jack. Appreciate that. What's worse, crappies or bluegills? 855-752-4842. 855-752-4842. Lori here in beautiful Hayward. Listening
Lori
on WBZH says, "Hi guys, it's easy to catch either one up here in the North Woods. The bluegills have a better flavor, but crappies usually give you a bigger fillet. But truly, there's nothing better than some deep fried walleye."
Yeah,
Lori from
I
Hayward.
mean, walleye is just a staple of the fish fry. Whether walleye or cod or perch, those are great.
Fantastic. Larry, listening in beautiful Sussex on WMDX, says crappies are worse. Love both, but bluegills are the best. Also, Mark and Prairie de Sac chiming in with both are tasty. Bluegills are a little firmer of flesh, and to heck with scaling. Do boneless fillets. Yeah, I'm a more of a fillet guy than a scaler.
I'd go that way too. Yeah.
Lori from Hayward says, "I see my microphone said that, that I wrote crappies and not crappies in the text." Well, it's easy to do.
Yeah,
It's easy to do.
Yeah. Computers don't know fish.
Right. Exactly. You get in trouble. Zommers, crappies or bluegills, what's worse?
I think I got to say crappies because, I think as long as you can not maim the fish, the fight is fun, and also they taste better. Bluegills.
Yeah, I agree with that. I'll go along with the group here. Crappies are worse. I just like the taste of a bluegill sandwich better. So, all right, come on back. We'll wrap it up live in Hayward at the Lot. Matt Nair and Todd Allbaugh here across Civic Media on the Civic Media Radio Network.
Ding.
Wisconsin is cheering on the brew.
That's
your phone.
My phone, yeah. I think there's a Bluetooth in the board.
Yeah.
Like
We're gonna have
last
to
year.
mess with that.
What?
Maybe on Monday I can help you figure that out.
But it doesn't go over the air, right, Summers?
Correct.
Right.
So
So
we have one other caller. We have Rosanna in Madison on the line with an answer for what's worse, and
All right.
also one more Oli and Lena joke.
Oh, very good. All right, we'll take her quick, and then we'll wrap it up. Rosanna, it is?
Yes.
Thank you.
Also, that song is Chocolate Fudge by Mannheim Steamroller.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't get it. I apologize.
Well, I mean, I didn't know it.
It didn't sound Christmassy because, I just always attribute them to Christmas.
The album cover for it is a Christmas tree.
Okay, well, there you go. On brand, as usual.
Okay, I get it. Okay, let's come up with something. Let's see. Business folks can contact you directly, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the email, huh?
Okay, so it's sales@wmdxradio.com.
Wait, run that by me again.
Sales@wmdxradio.com. So we could put all that together and get into a commercial.
All right,
get on the air
guys,
soon.
one last picture.
Arthur, my
Here we go.
friend, I think we just did.
Advertise on WMDX Radio.
Cool.
Email Arthur,
Thank you.
sales@wmdxradio.com.
You're listening to the American Democracy Minute, keeping your government by and for the people. The Wisconsin Elections Commission issued a highly critical report of the City of Madison's former clerk after investigating how 193 mail-in ballots were left uncounted after the 2024 general election. The clerk was suspended by the city, then subsequently resigned. November 12th, a staff member alerted City Clerk Mary Beth Witzel-Bell that a sealed ballot courier bag had been found, but Witzel-Bell allegedly gave the staff no instructions to open or otherwise investigate, did not alert state or county officials, and went on vacation the next day. Just before Thanksgiving, unaware that an unopened bag had been found, an elections inspector reported a discrepancy in wards 56 and 65. December 2nd, inspectors found another unopened courier bag containing
Rich Little had a,
125 uncounted ballots.
I have it on
The
a cassette
400-page
tape yet.
report
It's
found
called The
several
First Family
leadership
Rides
and
Again,
procedural
and it's all
failures.
spoof
It
all on
concluded,
Reagan
quote,
and everything.
rather than
And so
acknowledge these significant
Rich Little
errors,
does all the
city
voices
clerk
of
and her
Reagan,
staff either ignored the issue or
Carter,
willfully
Nixon, and
refused
Ford
to
playing
perform the
poker.
necessary
And
parties
at one
and
point,
seek
Nixon
assistance.
says,
These actions resulted
"Pardon
in
me,
nearly
Jerry."
200
And
lawful voters'
Ford
votes
says,
going
"I already
uncounted,
did."
an unconscionable result, unquote. The report orders the city of Madison to complete several procedural reforms before the next statewide election in February 2026.
30 seconds.
Yes, I have a
Link
bad sense of humor. I know.
We are going to get out of here just as it starts.
Here we go. Welcome back to the Todd Allbaugh Show, live on location in beautiful Hayward, Wisconsin on the Civic Media Radio Network. It is now 8 minutes before the hour of 4 o'clock. At the top of the hour, ABC, CBS, or James Kelly News, depending upon which of our great stations you're listening to, followed by a check of weather with Brittany Merlot. I can tell you in Hayward, Wisconsin, sprinkling as we end just in the nick of time.
I think we're just going to beat the rain.
But
so
it's a beautiful day. Still, it's a beautiful day.
Yeah,
here
it really
in,
is.
In Hayward. And then a check of sports with a great sports reporter, Mike Clemens, on the Brewers, and particularly still time for you to get in on those 4 tickets for a Milwaukee Brewers game in the club level seats. You have to be able to go on Monday, July 28th, 6:40 p.m. against the Cubs. To be eligible, we're going to draw at the top of the hour. Go to the Civic Media app and text the word CATCH, CATCH. Catch is the word for this hour of that Free Ticket Friday giveaway. And then after the sports report, another edition of the Maggie Dawn Show with Maggie Dawn, followed by Pete Schwaba and Nightlight. All right, guys, before we wrap it up here, going to go to the phone lines very quickly. Rosanna listening in on the phone lines on hold. Rosanna, you want to weigh in on what's worse? First of all, crappies or bluegills?
Oh, I have no idea. I just want to tell a Ole and Lena joke.
All right, make it quick if you could, but we're up against the clock. I'm sorry, but go ahead, please. Ole and Lena joke.
Okay, here I go. Ole and Lena, they're going for a Sunday drive. Ole says to Lena, because she's driving, "Oh, Lena, you're passionate." "Oh, thanks, Ole." "No, Lena, you're passionate." "Well, thank you, Ole, you're passionate too." "No, Lena, the liquor store, you're passionate. Turn the car around."
All right, that's a good one. I like that one too. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. There it is.
That's nicely done, Rosanna.
Thank you very much, Rosanna.
Have a great day. Yeah, please appreciate it. See, look at it. All kinds of Ole and Lena jokes.
Oh my! We didn't
all
even
better
get,
than mine. But
we didn't even get started yesterday.
Yeah.
You have a whole education coming, my friend.
And I can't wait.
As the late great Bob Euchre used to say, it's getaway day as we are going to pack up here and head back down the state. It's been a great tour. Started in Oshkosh. We were in Butternut yesterday, ending up the day here in Hayward. Guys, I know next Monday you're going to be back down at the Radio City Rockette Park in Racine. Thank you. With Matt and Aaron Air from 9 to 11. We'll be back at the old headquarters back in Madison on Monday as well. But a couple of reflections from you guys here as we wrap things up.
We have so much more in common than we realize. With all of the politics that we talk about and all of the divisions that we can find, we generally have through lines that connect us all. And sometimes it's just about sitting down and talking to somebody for a little bit.
Absolutely. It's about knowing the needs and concerns of the people who are right next to you, but also 5-6 hours away, and understanding how we make those specific things connect and find solutions together instead of letting ourselves become taken by our cell phones of 24-hour news cycles and
biases.
Yeah, and so it's really about working together and being a community, because that's what we are.
And the more you travel, the more you will find that we all have in common.
Totally agree.
No matter where you go.
Yeah.
No matter where you go.
I said earlier, I think number one, the food. by the way, Jane, give us a review of the tasty fudge.
My gosh. Salted chocolate fudge is it's really really good.
So glad that I only had a tiny bit.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
We have to try to get home. We got to bring Zommers some.
We can.
No, we don't.
Well, this is some. This much is some.
Yeah. Tremblay's sweet treat. What is it? Tremblay's
homemade fudge
sweet shop. Tremblay's sweet shop in Hayward, Eagle River, and Stillwater, Minnesota.
There you go.
The food's been great, but I think, as we were saying earlier, I always get more out of this than I feel I give on these tours, because listening to people, I feel better going home.
Yes.
Because to your point, both of your point, we realize, geez, we all three talk politics and current events. I do think that's important, but it's just a good reminder for Todd when I go back down for the daily show. Don't forget to highlight the things that draw us together around this state.
Things we celebrate together, art and music and food, and there are just so many things that we actually all agree on, and we all want to have the same things.
And for folks who live in Madison, Green Bay, Milwaukee, cities that have 50 to 100,000 people, if not more, get up here. You are you either live here or you're from here. Both. find out what these neighborhoods, these communities have to offer, because there's great things. I mean, Hayward is an absolutely beautiful town to be in. Butternut is gorgeous. The people are great. They're welcoming. They want to see you here. They want you to invest in their communities, and you do right by yourself to spend some time up here. It is a getaway. It is relaxing, and you will enjoy it. And you'll become more proud to be from this state, I think, when you meet these individuals and see what these towns have to offer.
Look how many people have had. Isaac here, UW Superior. Was it Ren yesterday? The sign guy.
Glenn.
Glenn. Sorry.
Yeah.
Learned his sign making at UW Stevens Point. Our UW system is integral to this state.
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely, and it probably is even more so for areas like this.
Yes.
Somebody just honked the horn. I waved at him, and they flipped me off. So I'm not sure. No, I'm just kidding.
Is that an old boyfriend?
Yes, that's right.
Thought he moved to Hayward.
One in every town. Before we get out of here, many thanks to Douglas Jerry, our street musician. Who he was fantastic. He was great. James Nett from downtown Hayward Bid District. Also, Chris Ruckdashel, the executive director of the Hayward Area Chamber of Commerce. Isaac Hansen as well from the lot here. And I'd be remiss if I didn't run down on behalf of Jane, Greg, and myself, the people and guys, if I missed somebody, let me know, who made this thing possible. It starts with our CEO, our owner, who has the vision for this company, Sage Weil. Thanks for letting us go out on the road and do this. Our Vice President of News Talk, Corey Hartman. Luke Mathers, our Director of Operations. Todd Michaels, the great Todd Michaels. Darla Isham, our GM here. Big G, our salesperson. Mark Lundeen here. CQM staff in Park Falls. BZH staff. Muskie 101. Jane Matnair. Greg Bach, and Aaron Zomers getting it done back in Madison.
Greg Anderson, Rachel, and Toby.
And Calvin Butenhoff and Radio Park for running our shows this week as well.
Greg and Jane will join you at 9 o'clock down in Racine across the state on Monday. We'll be back in Madison from 2 until 4. Whatever you're fighting for, whatever you believe in, do not give up. Keep banging your drum. Have a great weekend, everybody. For Jane, Greg, I'm Todd. We'll see you on Monday.
Banging on your drum, and they will hear you.
All right, everybody. We appreciate you watching the stream. Have a great weekend. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Adios.